Hey guys, it's Shining Polaris. Thank you so much all for watching. So I just finished watching Dynamite, and I know I'm very biased, but it was actually a really good episode. This is the take-home episode right before Full Gear, which is on Saturday, and I already purchased it, so it's just waiting on my computer or Roku, whatever, so I can watch it. So I'm very excited. Yes, I'm wearing my Dark Order shirt that one of my friends got me for my birthday. And then I have my Trent plush here to accompany me. So yeah, no, this episode was really good. I think just about every match I really enjoyed it. Even though I came in extremely biased and I was like, I don't want to see any of this. They actually were all really good. So again, I'm gonna quickly go through my thoughts on whatever happened. So anyway, first thing up, you have Jericho on commentary. So he came out with the Inner Circle. You have Jake Hager there. Got like the black eye. You can see the stitches. And basically, Jericho just, highlighted Hager and said that he just won his Bellator fight, which I watched, by the way. It is brutal. I don't know who would want to do that, but it was actually a good match. You can actually watch it all on YouTube. So, yeah, so he just said congrats to him, and then went straight to the first match, which is one of the matches I was looking forward to. That is Sammy Guevara and Ortiz versus MJF and Wardlow. And obviously this is kind of the warm-up match for Jericho and MJF match at Full Gear. So this match was really good because, again, I really enjoy seeing Wardlow lately, and it was really cool because when MJF and Wardlow came out, everybody was cheering, "Let's go Wardlow!" So that was cool. Like, I'm glad he's getting some love. Yeah, of course, match was great. My favorite part was probably when Wardlow kicking Sammy Ortiz's ass. But yeah, it was like all three of them were on the top rope, and Wardlow just grabbed both of them by the necks and like threw them down. I don't know, that was really cool. That's one of the highlights. You can see that on Twitter. I enjoyed the ending of that match because I mean, obviously, like, Sammy looked great, and there's a couple times that I was like, okay, Inner Circle's gonna win this. Like, this doesn't make sense because the MJF is going right into the pay-per-view. With a loss, I don't think so. But it was cool because right at the end, Sammy was out outside of the ring, and then you see Serpentico hit Sammy with a chair. But no, it wasn't Serpentico. It was Matt Hardy, and knocked Sammy out. That gave MJF a chance to get a couple shots in on Ortiz, and then finally got him in that armbar solid the earth maneuver that MJF likes to use, and Ortiz went and tapped out. So you have MJF and Wardlow for the win. So yeah, that was good. The next match was one of the match I was looking forward to, and then not. It was Miro versus Trent, and of course I'm extremely biased, as I say in all my videos. And I was kind of sad with this match because I knew Trent was gonna lose, but I really like Miro too, so it's like, okay, fine. So this is Miro's first singles match, and in my opinion, I think the story with the arcade is very stupid. I don't mind Miro and Kip having, whatever, their feud against best friends, but the arcade thing is very stupid. But anyhow, so they had their match, and once again, you got two great guys in the ring, so they both really went at it. And of course you got Miro, who is just so much bigger, picking Trent up and throwing him around. Oh yeah, also obviously Miro and Trent got their friends on the side. You have Kip and Penelope on one side, and then you have Chuck and Orange Cassidy on the other. Right away, Chuck and Kip started fighting at the end outside of the ring, and so they kind of walked out for fighting, whatever, backstage or something. So then you're like, okay, let's see, what does Penelope Ford and Orange Cassidy will do? Well, what sucked was that all happened during the commercial break, which they have so many commercial breaks. But yeah, so what happened was you had Penelope Ford. She goes and slaps Orange in the face. His glasses falls off, so he grabs Penelope's sunglasses, puts it on, tries to act cool with hands in the pocket, and then you have John Silver and Dark Order coming in and knocking Cassidy out and kicking his ass outside the ring. That was all during the commercial break. And You can see it, but then obviously you can't hear what's going on because of the commercial. But I actually, I watch Dynamite on Fight the next day, so I can watch all that. That's how crazy I am. But anywho, so that happened. So okay, so now it's just Miro and Trent doing their thing by itself, no distraction outside, except for Ford, but who cares about her? Anyway, so they so right at the end, like Trent gets on the top rope to try to jump on Miro again. He completely falls off. I think that was a real fall because he really like tumbled out of there, and then you could hear Jr. was like, "See, you don't do these high risk maneuvers. That's what's gonna happen." So anyhow, he falls. That gives Miro the chance to do his game over move, which Trent then taps out. So after the bell rings, and obviously Miro wins it. He goes after Trent again to do the game over move, and then Chuck comes in to hit Miro, which then Kip comes in, and Kip and Miro threw Chuck and Trent out of the ring. So now they're like ready to fight them outside of the ring. There you have Miro, Kip, and Penelope all standing together. I think Miro was trying to cut a promo. Yeah, he was. He was trying to grab. He got the mic. He was about to cut a promo. Then Orange Cassidy comes in, gets on the top rope, jumps on all three of them, and then that's it for that. And like I said, very biased. I enjoyed this match, and I really liked the ending. So there you go. But Trent lost, but he's not really a singles guy, so I guess that doesn't really hurt his record. So, but it's all right. But I really think he did fall off the top rope for real. So we'll see about that. So oh yeah, and then you have a whole bunch of video packages, promos, interviews, whatever. So then you had Kenny Omega and Adam Hangman Page little interview about about the match coming up, what they think about each other. Didn't really pay attention to that. And then you had Taz come out with Team Taz, with Ricky and Brian, and their little promo thing was really good. It was just Taz basically saying, that everyone overlooks, him and his team, and Cody and Darby gets everything they want, and he's like, I don't understand how Brian is the number one contender, and Ricky Starks won all these matches, but yet he, he's not even ranked top 5, and how come Team Taz is not in the pay-per-view at all? So he said that he will, that this Saturday they will be involved in some way during the pay-per-view. So that's really exciting to see, because I really like Team Taz. I hope they do a lot more, even though they're doing a lot right now. That feud with Darby Allin is really good, and with Will Hobbs. And then just in my opinion, maybe fantasy booking, but there's a lot, I don't know. So on Dark, long story short, Aaron Solo's been on Dark almost every week, and every time he comes out, you hear Ricky and Taz speak extremely highly of Aaron Solo, kind of like how Taz used to speak really highly of Ricky before he joined Team Taz. So, as you know, AEW is huge into tag teams. Ricky mentioned many times that him and Solo used to be tag team partners, so I really hope they sign Solo full-time and that he would join Team Taz, because they have that perfect, pretty boy gimmick that they're going, so... what is it? Was it Private Party? Yeah. Yes, Private Party and Young Bucks up next. Obviously Young Bucks were going to win this, but I mean the whole time you see Matt Jackson with the broken leg, and he was really struggling to move around in that ring. Obviously Private Party always look great, and there was a couple times where they really looked like they were going to beat the Young Bucks, especially at the end, where you had them keep rolling each other up and for the pin, and you're like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? But then yeah, eventually Young Bucks win that. More importantly, of course, what happened after the ring? You got FTR coming in again, and with Tully, and they were trying to break his leg even more, so he can't, so he really can't fight. So when he was about to do that, you had Hangman come out to save the day, and then Kenny comes out too, And yeah, it was almost like, is the Elite back? Because that was the first time you see them all together, and they were kind of like, working together to save the Young Bucks from FTR. So, FTR, of course, scurrying off, the cowards they are. And then you see Kenny and Adam kind of like looking at each other, and then they did like little fist bumps. So I don't know if that means they're going to slowly be back together, because I was still really hoping for that Four Horsemen story, which I don't know if it's going to happen anymore. So, but yeah, so you have for Full Gear, you got the Young Bucks versus FTR. If Young Bucks lose, they will never go after the titles again. And it makes you wonder two things. Oh, then that means, one is you're thinking, oh yeah, that means Young Bucks is going to win because the stakes are so high. That means that he has to win. Kind of like with Dustin Rhodes saying that he'll never, he'll never wrestle again if he don't beat Kip Sabian. But then you also have Cody saying that too, and he lost. So it's kind of like maybe Young Bucks are going to lose, and then they're going to, I don't know if they're going to make another title or just do whatever. So on that card, I don't know. That's hard. I don't know who I'm root for then. Kind of slowly leaning towards FTR, but that's only because FTR is really good at replying to my tweets. So I am very biased against that. I don't like FTR at all. Anywho, that'll be another video, my Full Gear video. Anyway, so you got that. So Elite may be back. That's good. All right. So after that, you have what probably my favorite part of the show was you have Eddie Kingston and Jon Moxley facing off. So right in the beginning of the episode, they said that Tony Khan said that if they get physical, they start fighting each other during their face-off, that there will be no AEW World Championship match. And so Eddie comes out first. And obviously he cuts amazing promos, but this time, like I'm telling you, he sounded so real, and he says a lot of personal stuff in his promo. I jokingly was like, does he even know wrestling is a work? Because he was so serious on there. And then you had John coming up, really saying some stuff to Eddie to make him really mad, like all the stuff about his mom, and then saying that, don't blame on me, that I'm holding you back. You should blame on yourself because you couldn't do it. And you just see in Eddie Kingston's eye, because he had his back turned to John, but obviously he's facing the camera, and his eyes looked like he was literally about to cry. And then right at the end, he's like, I don't care about this match. You come and kill me right now. Like he's saying that, like, you don't really say you kill me, but he was like, you want to get me, you have to kill me because I'm coming after the title. And he was just like yelling in the top of his lungs and saying like this is real now, this is real, this is, oh my God, it was just madness. So that was like my favorite part. And yeah, you can easily go on YouTube or on Twitter and see that promo, because both of them did cut an amazing promo, and it was just very heartfelt. So yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, after that was the biggest thing this week was they were saying that Pac is gonna speak, after his isolation, and it just, that like just blew up the AEW's Twitter feed, because I think a lot of people thought that meant he was going to be back, but if you said it said he was just going to talk, so you knew it was going to be a video package, and which obviously makes me think, and everyone else think, that he's going to come back very soon, which is hopefully at Full Gear, and again, that'll be for another video. So yeah, so it was very short. I thought it was going to be longer than like 4 minutes, but yeah, so he did his whoever is cutting his video is like, it looks like a music video. It's so good. So he talked a little bit about, he's going crazy, and then being by himself in isolation, but he's gonna come back and get everybody. So that's gonna be really cool when he is back, because I like Pac a lot too, and it's just he's such a big part of AEW, and we miss him. So that's that. Next, let's see. Next we have what is it? Nyla Rose versus Red Velvet, and it was like kind of a squash match ish, because Red Velvet, I think she's probably gonna be signed to AEW very soon, because she's already part of. And I think she's probably going to be part of the Nightmare family, because she's already teaming up with Brandy Rhodes. So yeah, so Nyla went against Red Velvet. I mean, Red Velvet, put in some offense, so it wasn't too bad. But at the end, she hit the beast bomb and obviously pinned her. But afterwards, you got Vicky Guerrero cutting a promo onto Ashita by ringside, and she's like trying to half speak Japanese to her, and it's just making her mad. So then obviously, I can't remember what exactly happened, but Nyla and Sheeta started punching each other on the side of the ring just for like a second, and then the ref pulled them apart. So that just got you ready for their match at Full Gear. And then finally, you had the main event, which was the new, Nightmare Family. So if you don't know, Gun Club had recently joined Nightmare Family. So you have Gun Club and Cody versus the Dark Order, which is John Silver, Colt Cabana, and Ten. So that's your main event. It was, like I said, it was really good. It's just that my short opinion is that I like Gun Club a lot, okay? Billy Gunn is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. It's kind of weird that they're in the Nightmare Family. And I'm not sure why. They could have just had that small, team up and then that's it. But anywho, yeah, so the match was good. Obviously, John Silver, what a great guy, So he did a lot of things that just made me laugh, or maybe just look at him and it just makes me laugh. Yeah, so what is it? Nightmare Family won that match. Again, most importantly, at the end, which is what I was waiting for, you have Darby Allin all the way in the nosebleed seats watching, and then you have Cody cutting a promo to Darby, saying, which was a really good promo, basically saying like everybody wants you to win this, and he's getting a lot of shit on because he keeps winning it, but he's like, you're not the number one dog here, like I am. That's why you're never gonna take it from me. So just basically telling Darby, bring it. So that's actually probably that's the TNT and the World Title match, probably the matches I'm really looking forward to Full Gear. So yeah, so that's my take on the whole thing. This went very long because I just watched the episode and I'm trying to remember all that stuff. I plan to make my thoughts and predictions for Full Gear as well, so tune in for that. I'm going to try to see if I can edit this video a little bit shorter because I know this went a little long, but thank you guys for watching. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that under Shining Polaris. So, all right, I will see you soon on Saturday or Sunday, or maybe sooner for my Full Gear prediction. All right, bye.